Hey, fellow ballers, it's Mark Gordon here. And I don't know about you, but for me, today was a really stressful day. You see, it was very, very flat most of the day. And that always makes me nervous because I find that around 3:30, he makes a call that's very, very close to the current market. 2, maybe 3 points at the most. And when it's flat all day, I always worry that it's almost like a snake in waiting. It could just snap at any time. So I'm worried about the little jump up or down. Only by a few points and you're in the money and your whole day's ruined. But as it happened, this is actually my story. This is actually what happened. So from 3 o'clock on, he was calling 57, 20, 25 put. And I'm sitting there at 3:30 and I'm ready to go in and I'm thinking, okay, maybe I'll get in for $1. I don't know what, whatever. And then all of a sudden I had to go to the washroom. Like, it was crazy. I just go to the washroom. So what I did is I put a limit buy in for $1.20 at the 57, 25, 20 that he had suggested. And I went to the washroom and I come back and it didn't take. It did dip. I think it peaked on the ask around $1.10, but it didn't take. So I'm like, okay, well, this was around 3:35. So I figured, there's going to be a snap. There's got to be a snap at some point. It'll drop and maybe it'll hit that 120. And I'm watching and it's going up and going up and going up. And I'm watching the premium go from 80 cents down to 60, down to 40, down to 35. And I'm like, okay, this is not my day. Not going in. Nothing's going to happen. And then at 3:55, he calls 57.30, 57.25 put. At that time, it's at 57.28, 2 points in the money. I said, you know what? I got nothing to lose. So I adjust my trade. I go in, comes up as $2.10. Holy cow. But this is the crazy thing. In the literal 1 or 2 seconds that it took me to send the trade and then confirm the trade, it went from $2.10 to $1.20. That's what I got, $1.20. And it did close above 57.30. So I made $1.20 today, a little bit scary. But you know what? This is one of the joys for me, by the way, of going in at 3:30 is that I only have to deal with all these shenanigans for half an hour, sometimes even less. Today, I only need to deal with it for literally 4 minutes. So that's why, this group is here. And if the other times, if 10:30 or 12:30 or 2:30 works for you, great. This is what I like to do, and this is what I've seen a lot of success with at 3:30. Having said that, I want to share a piece of advice with you. Regardless of when you choose to go in, whether it be at 10:30 or 3:30 or any time in between, you got to keep an eye on it. I see so many people who are saying things on the chat group, on Discord, like, you know what, I go in and then I go about my day and I just do whatever and I come back at 4 o'clock and cha-ching, the money's waiting for me. To me, this is absolute craziness. This is not what you should be doing. Because if things do go south, and it has happened many, many times, you are screwed. You are going to come back and find yourself in the hole by hundreds, perhaps thousands of dollars, when had you been watching it, you could have reacted. You could have gotten out. You could have, maybe you put a stop loss, but here's the thing with the stop loss. Sometimes stop losses trip and you're out, but then the market recovers and everything's fine. That's why you got to keep an eye on it. That's also why I like the 3:30, because for half an hour, I can give this my undivided attention. But again, you know what? That's my experience. You got to do what works for you. So if you went in at 10:30, I know today was not your day. If you went in at 3:30, you made some money. If you went in between 10:30 and 3:30, you know what? I hope you did well. And tomorrow is another day. So till next time, stay well. Keep the stress down, and I hope it's a profitable day for you tomorrow. Take care.